What's going on, guys? Griffin here, coming back with another quick informative video from Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur for you guys. First and foremost, if this is your first video to me and my YouTube channel, definitely consider checking out the other 140 plus videos I have on this channel down below. Click the channel and just check them out and see what you think. But anyways, right to it, everybody. I just wanted to list just off a few basic concepts that I've grasped over the last few weeks that just really made me understand how to see consistent growth every single day, every single week with your investment account. And it's not like breaking news or anything. It's stuff that we hear over and over, but I just wanted to reiterate them for you guys, just because I mean it literally can be the difference between seeing only 2-5% a week or month to 5, 10, 20, maybe even more, 50, or even in some cases, some of you that are really good at this stuff, 100% per month. I wouldn't say per month unless if you're really good and have all the time in the world, obviously. But I mean, the difference between mediocrity versus actually truly successful with your investment account. So, and I'm going to show you guys an example. That's why I have my chart pulled up here with seed specifically. There's a lot of hype and a lot of people investing in seed right now. And I mean, looking back at the 180-day chart, I don't really see too much awfully wrong with it. It seems to obviously have these little moments where it'll dip, it'll come back up. It seemed to dip, now it's going back up. I look for it to dip in the near future, but I'm not too worried about that right now. But anyways, point being, I'll go back to the 1 day. Point being, rule number one is just set limits for yourself. So when you're looking at these charts, know where you want to buy and where you want to sell. Obviously, you want to buy low, sell high, but how high are you really shooting? Are you shooting for the moon, essentially, as people on, not going to name any organizations or anything, I've already mentioned them enough, but on certain platforms that like to hype up stocks, are you one of those people that buy into that and just want to shoot for this $1.52 when it's currently trending around $1.25 to $1.30? Or are you a little too conservative, or what? Like, what is your style? Like, or do you need to adjust your style? Do you need to adjust your ways of trading, so to speak? Like, kind of just look in the mirror, look at your failed trades. I suggest you guys definitely make some kind of spreadsheet. I don't have mine pulled up right now, or else I would show you guys. But make some kind of spreadsheet and keep track of your trades. Look at where you did well, look at where you didn't, and look at just what happened, essentially. Like me with certain stocks like BPMX, Acre, and so on, I wanted to see it shoot to $1 plus when they're like 20 to 70 cent stocks, and I know that it's going to take a long while, but I'm more of a day trader, 3-day to week swing trader at the most. I don't want to be holding stocks for 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks. It's just not my style. But point being, just set limits for yourself. And I'll go ahead and show you guys for an example. So obviously you see, I'll just go ahead and zoom right here because this is what matters the most. You can see that early on Friday, seed hit a high of $1.52. Now obviously I missed that quick little jump, but I watched it go all the way down. People in the TechBud Solutions group called it out there, saying that it's having a sell-off and that it could see a slight reversal midday and that it should stay around the support of around 115 to 120. Sure enough, it did. It dipped under 120 roughly for just a little bit throughout the day. I waited for it to bounce. I actually caught it, I believe it was down here. Yes, I caught it down here. It reached a little 117 if I remember right, maybe 116, and I waited for a confirmation bounce. And as you can see, it did bounce, and I bought in. I think it was 119, 120. I said it on my live stream on Friday. And anyways, I wrote it out throughout the day. And if you all don't know, my great grandmother passed away, and I had a funeral to attend, so I could not really attain, just sit and watch my account all day. And I saw it was kind of trending down, going up, and the funeral starting at 11. So when I saw that it was back on the rise, I set a limit around 10 o'clock. I was like, you know what, if it hits 125, 126, I'm just going to let it go, get my 3 to 4%, and go on with my day. So one thing I suggest, of course, is just set limits. And what I mean is a sell limit. So saying the minimum that you will accept for your shares. And so I set it at 125, if I remember right, 125 or 126, doesn't really matter, so 0.5% difference or something like that. But it hit it, it sold off. Yes, I could have set it higher because it did hit 130, I believe, briefly, or 129, and I missed out on a couple percent profit off of 100 shares, so I missed out on about $2 or $3, which is big whenever you're talking smaller accounts, of course. So was I kind of bummed out by it? Yes, but at the end of the day, I locked profits, And I mean, for me, that was huge because I had just gone off of Acre where I lost a decent amount of money, like $9 to $10. I hopped off of, I don't even think, BPMX. Yeah, I hopped off of BPMX and I lost a lot of money on that. I mean, not a lot, but for me, small account, a lot of money. So I was in need of a win. And by just setting these limits and knowing when to buy versus when to sell, I mean, it just, like I said, it comes down to basics. It sounds like just like nothing breaking news or anything. But I mean, when I say buy low, I don't mean look for the lowest point. I never try to like catch it. I try to catch it going down. So like I caught this going down and I saw it kind of go up, but I kept seeing that it was getting rejected by its EMA, that blue line there. So I was just looking for it, and I was like, okay, it's testing the support. And I also knew the support was around 120. So I was like, okay, it's getting around 120. Oh my God, now it's 116, 117. So it should be bouncing any moment. So when it bounced around 119, 120, I hopped on it, kind of just rode it throughout the day. I knew I had faith in it that it would hit 125 plus, and sure enough it did. Locked my profits and moved on with my day. So, I mean, it's literally just simple as that, guys. And another thing is just keep your feelings out of it. The stock market does not care. The stock market will literally, you will go broke if you allow your feelings to determine your trades. Like, when I was actually on my way to the funeral, I saw it trending back down. It started trending up. It actually hit like 124, 125 briefly, and it started trending back. That's why I set my limit actually at 125, because I saw it had already hit that. So I identified the 125 as a possible new resistance. And as you can see here, 125 again acted as a slight resistance, and it went back down some, and then finally broke through that. Actually hit like 130. So good for it, and good for those people that invested and sold off around there. They made some more money than me. But as for me, I was just looking to cover profits, and that's what I did. Once I saw it trim back down to like 116, I was like, okay, I think it'll go back up. There's plenty of time in the day. Set my limit at 125, see what happens. And sure enough, covered the profits, move on. So like I said, just do not let your feelings. Could I have gotten flustered and been like, shoot, another failed penny stock? Yes, but no. I mean, I knew by just analyzing the charts, by looking at the charts and doing my due diligence on it. Obviously, this has gone a long ways over the last few days. But by just doing my due diligence and seeing that, okay, I mean, the lowest it might get is around $1. But I know that there's support. There's like a, well, this doesn't really show it too well, but let's go to the 5-day. I identified that, okay, so right here, this is what I wanted you guys to see. So I knew that at the minimum, it probably hit around 110 to 115, and obviously it did. It tested that a few times throughout the day, and I knew that around 125 to 130 was not out of the realm of possibility. So I used my analysis. I stayed confident. I'll show you guys right here what I'm talking about, right there and right here. So as you guys can see, like I said, it hit it. I should have drew it out further right here, but you guys can see what I'm talking about. I mean, it hit it, bounced off of it, and kept going back up. So, I mean, you just have to have faith in your ability to do this stuff at the end of the day. Don't let your feelings, do not get discouraged. There will be moments where, yes, it'll go slightly under support. Don't freak out. The only time you should freak out is if it literally just, boom, just keeps going south, obviously. But even then, don't freak out. Like, just always look in the positive. Like, if it would have kept going down, I'm like, okay, well, there's another support right down here. So, okay, it can keep going down, but surely it'll bounce off that one. You just always have to stay positive. Trust yourself. If you don't believe in a stock, if you don't know anything about that stock, if you don't trust your abilities to analyze that stock, move on. There's thousands of other stocks that you can invest in. But, I mean, I don't want to just keep rambling and just keep on putting nails in this coffin. That's pretty much it for this video, everybody. Hopefully it did kind of help you guys out and possibly steer you on the right track. I know that just thinking in this way has really helped me a lot, especially seeing it work. Because as you all know, if you saw the live stream on Friday, I finally had a good green day. I did like 4 or 5%, which isn't huge, but like I said, if you can do 4 or 5% a day, I mean, you can really start seeing how if you do 5% a day for 3 days a week, you're doing what a lot of people can't, because you're doing 15% a week times 4 weeks. You're going to do about 60% a month. So, I mean, that is really big profit at the end of the day, guys. hopefully, like I said, hopefully this video did help you guys out. If it did, definitely make sure to smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like this video, like I said, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there and making them profits, achieving some financial freedom this year. And I'll see you guys in the next video.